Hey guys, welcome to Saturday stream. Usually I do this on a Friday, obviously, but of course I've had to have my small operation yesterday, and then I didn't get home to about lunchtime today, or just after, something like that. Um, I think it was more like 3, to be fair. And then I had to just sort things out. I was hoping to be home after the operation because I didn't have to need to be in hospital all day. But obviously because because of circumstances here where, at my flat and everything, they just wanted to make sure that I, was alright and all that sort of thing. But yeah, but yeah, just one of them things. It was meant to be done 2 weeks ago, but delays at the hospital and disruption, that sort of thing. But so we usually do Zeus Reset Live on a Friday, as you know, but obviously this week we're doing it on the Saturday. And I just want to say welcome to my live streaming. So usually this week we would have had more to do in regards to live streaming. So we going to see what Zeus has for us this week. As always, we would do some Crucible and Gambit as well as a live Nightfall run as well. That's what we do. So, welcome to Destiny 2 Renegades, or Renegade as I call it. Bungie haven't actually got back to me about the storyline, so I just assume I've done everything for the previous expansion. So I've changed the, the thumbnail for the, stream, and everything from now on will be Destiny 2 Renegades until Bungie actually get back, if they do. And while we're live, I will say that I may pre-record, if I can't get it to record properly, the unboxing of the collector's edition of the World of Warcraft Midnight. It came before it went live, but obviously with having all sorts of disruption this week, it actually came on Sunday, and then I was gonna open it, but then obviously from Monday all the way to the operation day, I had tons of stuff to sort out, and then I just thought I'd wait till afterwards. So it's actually still in the Samsung box over there, but we will go through that. See what it is, install it, and then hopefully get the chance to go into World of Warcraft Midnight live this reset week, so it should be fun. So on Tuesday potentially we could go into Destiny 2 Renegades and start the storyline live, because I would I thought they would have got back to me, but they haven't actually got back to me, so I assume they either haven't got my messages or they think I've done everything. that's the way I'm thinking about it. But in regard to World of Warcraft Midnight, it is going to be really cool because we have so much to look forward to. We won't, do tons of stuff because there is that much to do. Just like with any new expansion, it will unfold in parts, just like what game director Ian Hazakosis was saying. Since previous expansions, that until they're happy with the stability of the content and all that sort of thing, they won't just chuck it out for everyone to get on with. But once we head into World of Warcraft Midnight, it should be rather cool because we get to do things like create our own home and stuff, which is really cool, and yeah, we've got tons of stuff to look forward to. So potentially this reset week forthcoming, we will do that. So information about that will be in a information video tomorrow night at some point, because I would have to record it and then upload it. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny 2 Renegades. I guess is probably the easy way of saying it, because it was obviously Edge of Fate, but I don't know if I've done all the storylines, so obviously that's why I'm saying Renegades or Renegade from now on until they get back to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what Zer has for us this reset Saturday. Technically, it should be a Friday, of course. So the current season, just before we get going, Lawless has been going on for ages now, and it hasn't. It appears they've extended it, which is really interesting because um, it ended. Well, it began towards end of November 2025, and it's gone all the way through to literally a couple of weeks ago of 2026, and now it's back on again. So they either have a little problem with their seasonal content here, or they're just extending it for at least another 3 months at least or something. But interesting. But for those who haven't done any of the seasonal stuff content, getting the rewards, they've got tons of stuff to try to get, and you've got plenty of time because they've actually initiated a new reset for the season thing. And I haven't even picked that up yet, but this is like the emote thing, finisher that you can have. So as you can see, we've already completed all that. So, So we're going to head into the world map. Click on the annex part of the towers. Zer is here. Agent of 9. He actually is a really cool character. A lot of people might think the 9 might be a bit bad or that sort of thing. Well, we don't know much about the 9, but I assume during Renegades we uncover some things, because obviously they were mentioned in Edge of Fate, and once we start this storyline for Renegades, it should uncover a bit of the story so we can understand. But in fairness, Zer is a nice individual. He loves watching Crucible and all that sort of thing. So he's not like a mercenary or anything. He's just a merchant, really. He just selling some crap, as it were, for strange coins, which he's got tons of, really. But it makes you wonder what he buys, or does he give it to somebody else? The coins. But so since we were last in, I changed my ship to this one. It is sort of a celebration in regards to the Year of the Fire Horse from February, Chinese New Year. I just thought I got it, but I forgot to equip it. So every time we were in Destiny, after the Chinese New Year celebration, it kept going to the other ship. So I've changed that just beforehand, before we went live and that. And should be really interesting to see what he has for us. So we don't always have to buy anything that he's got, but the requirement now is we have to spend at least 47 strange coins every week. We used to have to spend other currencies throughout the expansions, going all the way back to the Forsaken campaign, even before that. But since I guess Beyond Light onwards, they indicated that we're going to do massive changes, and then obviously during the Witch Queen and up to now, they've really, made a big change, and you can see that in the game, of course. So welcome to Destiny 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do this part of Zer's reset. So, there's other players here. Which is a bit funny because usually I'm the only one here at the landing area for this for the annex. So this part of Zer's reset is really straightforward. So is this round here? So I'm still in the process of editing all the previous Zer's resets, but there's tons of them. I have been editing the Diablo 4 recording as well, so that will be uploaded hopefully tomorrow.
Perhaps this is why the knight sent me here.
So each week, Zer has a bit of gear for each of the classes, and always kicking off is the hunters. So the hunters have gauntlets this week, and they have 3 main mod slots as well as a minor. So depending what you need it for, you know, like if you need it to help with your armor regen, to help with damage resistance, and it also depends what type of damage as well, I guess. And probably the main thing is depending what pests you're against as well. So the main ones work alongside the minor, so you know, I don't know if these can be stacked. That's the only thing I don't know. And obviously the minor ones, you can have health regen maybe through kills and things. So you can upgrade it to at least a level 5, and if you have duplicates of this bit of gear, one gear being maybe, for example, 500, and this one's the default of 300, you can just merge them together. So once you've, well, if you had another variety of options, appearances, I've only got 2 to show you, so we just keep picking this one because it looks better. So as you can see, the default has a hint of purple and red, but you want to try to make something blend as much as possible, so it still has that annoying bit of gaudy bit here, you know what I mean? So maybe if you pick a colour that sort of hides it a bit, but it is up to you. So once you're happy with that, you just pick that appearance, and that's how your hunter will look like. Second bit of gear for the hunters this week is gauntlets again. This is a rare thing that is actually 2 bits of gear. So exactly the same. So certain gear, armor in this case, helps with certain weapons, so maybe that will help towards a certain gear layout as well. So like I said, the major mods will be very beneficial if you're possibly going to try to get you know, protection regen, shield regen as it were, potentially grenade regen as well, which is really helpful. And as always, upgrade it to at least a level 5 and infuse it if you have duplicate. I don't recall us having this bit of gear for the hunters, so that's quite cool. So we might be able to get this if oh, we can get it. We just have to get rid of some crap. There we are. So we can get it. So Titans kick off this week with chest armor. So obviously with my main character being a Titan, she has more appearances than the Hunters and Warlocks. Regardless how much gear we've got in the collection of appearances, as it were, from the vault. So chest armor usually indicates damage resistance, depending which damage you need as well. So you could probably pick which one that will really help towards in the situation that you're in, the very difficult raid or dungeon, or the Grandmaster Nightfall, for example. There's tons. So maybe one that could be armor charge, another could be 2 types of damage resistance, maybe, or maybe one of these and one of these. I have no idea. I think you can play around with it, so that's a good thing about testing things out. And as always, the minor mods, you know, you could pick melee, grenade, anything to help with your health, mobility as well, and other things as well. So you can upgrade it as always to a level 5, and if you have a version of it higher than this one, infuse it by merging them together. So with my obviously Titan having more appearances than all the other classes, so this is what the default one looks like. So we do have other appearances like this one, this one, so we'll go through them. So once you're happy with a specific appearance, so for example, this is the default, well, first one, should I say, and then we could just pick a colour that sort of makes it look cool. So it does actually blend in better, that one, doesn't it? So that colour shader, as they're also known as, colour scheme, is quite cool. You can get them through you know, buying them from the Eververse store with Bright Dust, and if you have other currency, buy other ones as well. So they have chest armor to kick off their gear, and they've also got another chest armor this week, which is a really rare thing that you're seeing, really. So exactly the same principle with the chest armor, possibly damage resistant and helping regen with armor, depending what nightfall, for example, you're going into. And then the minor ones can help your teammates as well, depending what situation you're going in. So as always, you can upgrade it to a level 5 and merge duplicates together if one of them's higher than the other. So just like the appearance options that we had before, for example, we pick this one, pick this colour scheme. So see what I mean? So it doesn't change the colour of the whole thing. So you might have to find a colour scheme that will sort of hide it even more. So it's sort of maybe, do you know what I mean? You're going to have to play around with the types of colour schemes that are available. Do you know what I mean? You just have to play around, because obviously that one that we picked, you still got that annoying bit in the middle that hasn't changed. I mean, that one looks like I've been sneezed on or something. I guess this one's okay-ish. But like I said, you can't really change the whole part of the chest armor in this case. For example, this one, we might be able to change the colour scheme. So it does change it a bit more, doesn't it? So it's just to give you guys that idea. So like I said, specific exotic gear has different traits that will help. So it might lead towards a certain subclass for your character. So moving on to the final class, the Warlocks have helmet this week. So the minor mods, probably melee will help towards the major ones. So the major ones, like I said, certain bits of gear reflect to other parts of your character's abilities. So in this case, it's helping you get potentially ammo drops for heavy ammo, especially when you need to use a lot of it. Special ammo as well as the normal ammo as well. So it depends what you need it for, but it does have armor regen as well. So I guess if you want to have the helmet to help regen your Warlock's shield, that could be very beneficial. However, if you're doing a tournament or something, potentially these will be more beneficial with you know, regenerating heavy ammo and special ammo drops in the arena, for example. So as always, you can upgrade it to a level 5, and if you have duplicates you can merge them together, keeping the stats of the high version one. So with us having just 2 appearances, I mean these two look similar, don't they? A funny little crown, isn't it? So like I said, it doesn't always change the colour scheme of the entire thing. So that looks slightly better, doesn't it? But even if we pick the other one, do you know what I mean? So if you had more appearances for you warlocks out there, you can pick an appearance that you do have and that will look probably cooler than this. But this is just to show you guys the example of what we can do, trying to customize their colour and appearance when you go out into the arena or the Destiny 2 universe. So second bit of gear, final bit of gear for the warlocks this week. Leg armor. So the leg armor sometimes indicates helping with maybe arc, maybe, but in this case has a bit of information about what this piece of exotic gear can do. So the only downside is you can only equip 1 exotic bit of gear and 1 exotic weapon, so you're going to have to really think about which one you want. So the major ones here does indicate towards maybe mobility a bit more. And okay, oh yes, and again the armor charge. So depending what damage layout you're going as, you could possibly pick the one that will be beneficial for your team. And the minor ones, like I said, probably melee will be good because it can also regen. You know, if you did have damage resistance as well as, you know, the armor recharge as well. So the melee could potentially help regen both, so that's sort of helpful. So you can upgrade it to a level 5, and if you have duplicates, like I said before, merging 2 together, keeping the high stats of the high version. So we do have this other appearance. I mean, it's not really a great example, but this, I mean, the default color is quite cool actually. So you can actually change it even more. Ooh. And then you got that one. This one looks better, doesn't it, really? So that's what's available this week for Zay's Reset. So the requirement every week, every Friday usually, we have to spend at least 47 strange coins. So it doesn't matter which way you spend your 47, so you can buy any of the offerings here, such as enhancement cores, glimmer and rare banners, as well as a ascending shard if you need any, and individual strange gift in return for 1 strange coin. So you can buy 47 of these, or in the other menu you can buy other stuff. So exotic engram here costing you 17 per one, but I think they're limited to maybe 1 or 2 per week. However, the strange exotic well, strange engram underneath, legendary armor or legendary engram basically, is 7 strange coins each, so you've got plenty of choice if you need any of these specific weapons, as well as the exotic weapons above. So, as always, alongside the Hawkmoon hand cannon, which seems to be the default, doesn't matter which week. So next to it we have the Monte Carlo this week. So we obviously had the Hawkmoon hand cannon, Monte Carlo. So Monte Carlo auto rifle, scout rifle, the Skyburner's Oath, and the grenade launcher, the Colony, and we have two catalysts. So we have the Fighting Lion catalyst, and the second one, the Warcliffe Coil catalyst, for those who need it. So the catalyst costs 71 strange coins per one. That's if you need it. So you have different ways of spending your 47. So it's up to you how you spend your 47. We're going to do things simple. So I'm just trying to work out. So we can buy some more glimmer.
On exchange.
So we can buy some of these. So we spent 44. So I'm going to buy 3 of these.
It is yours now.
So it's not guaranteed you're going to get anything cool. And there we are. So we've got the 47 required.
May it change.
And as simple as that. So there's up to you. There is another cipher if you need to get any more in regards to. It's so annoying. You could. I've got no room for any more, which is what I was going to say. But if you need another cipher, you can do the requirement for that as well. It isn't difficult at all. So, like I said, with Zer's requirement for the cipher, very straightforward. Just doing some stuff in Crucible. It's very straightforward.
Is it your will to return?
So we say thank you to Zer, and as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go around to the main courtyard. So I do hope everyone's well and had a decent week. What I would say about yesterday was really weird, because when I went into hospital in the morning, the weather was really terrible, which is weird because it's been decent all week. So we've got crap to sort out here. Plenty to do. So regards to what we've got in regards to this strange gift, we don't need it, so we just get rid of the crap, as I call it, because we, like I said, don't need it. Yeah, it is annoying. You get crap, don't you? So it's built our glimmer back up. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've done Zer's reset, so I do hope you enjoyed it. So, as simple as that really for Zer's reset. So, next part of this live stream in regards to Zer's reset live, we are going to go into Crucible. So, this week's options in regards to Crucible, so we're going to head to the portal tab. So, since Destiny 2 Edge of Fate went live onwards, they've made massive changes to the UI as well as the menu options as well. The way we click on Crucible, Gambit, other content depending on our character, whether it's for solo, gameplays, characters, doing group activities, arena, and ultimate challenges, as well as Crucible. So we can click on Crucible. So this week we have Mayhem as well. So we will do some of this and maybe a couple of control. So we usually do 4 of each, and then we go into Gambit. So we will see. So as always, this will be edited. So if you've missed tonight's stream, just like the previous streams, I am still editing the previous ones because they take ages. But I am uploading them as well as a whole stream as well. If you want to watch the entire thing as well. So that will be, that's the fun part of uploading after streaming. So we're just queuing for Mayhem, and then afterwards. So with Mayhem, we actually get our supers regen very quickly. So we've got it on Arc at the moment, and then we can swap it to some other ones just to see what it's like. Just to show you guys. So we do have Scout Rifle here. So I'm going to change it to the Auto Rifle. So we just see if it's found anyone, not find. So like I was saying, the weather yesterday was weird because when I went to the hospital in the morning, it was like puddles everywhere, and then when I came home, late afternoon, it was just weird because it was like sunny outside. So I was like, "God, this is really weird." But like I said, these things are very hard to understand, especially with the weather. So, so hopefully it will be the beginning of decent weather from now on. But yesterday was just really weird. But so I do hope everyone's had a decent weekend. No disruptions, hopefully, as bad as mine, obviously. So we will see what it will be like in regards to Mayhem if we can get in. If not, we do the other control. So that's the good thing with the options. I just wish you can queue for both, so then it will find, or even with Gambit as well. So I just wish you can queue for multiple at the same time, because then it will help you get into something. If you don't have enough time, or because not all players have tons of time. So it's great to be back. It's just it was so uncomfortable. I can't even speak. Uncomfortable at the hospital. When you're in the hospital bed and you're like, oh, I want to be in my own house. That sort of thing. And then you're like, oh, I have to wait. So. But I'm just glad I'm back. It's just a pain in the arse it took so long. So it's actually it's actually finding players that are queuing for Mayhem as well. Usually there's loads more, but with it being the weekend, sometimes it's off and on with different periods of the day. There's more players, and then suddenly there isn't, and then it's just like really weird. But then it's suddenly like tons of them. It's like in World of Warcraft when we were in the stream the other day. There wasn't tons of players, and then suddenly there was, and then it's just like everyone's coming on at different times. So, and the good thing is about games like that, even though the new expansion's gone live literally this week, we're not behind or anything, because until the new raid, the very first raid of the new expansion goes active, which will be weeks, ages away. So there's still plenty of time for people to get going with their new characters, or if they want to create a new character, they can do. So that's all that as well. And then obviously with Diablo 4 we've got that to look forward to as well. The Lord of Hatred at the end of April 2026 to look forward to. So I have been recording live stream Paladin, the Purple Paladin, and then obviously the Red Paladin, called the same name, records everything as well as a backup in case during the live stream of Diablo 4 hasn't recorded properly. It has done that occasionally first couple streams of Diablo 4, but I think it's sort of behaved itself since. But that's what's good, recording it again on the backup Paladin as well, because it still records the whole thing, so you get to see it regardless. So we're gonna head into Mayhem, I believe. Ooh. It's exciting, isn't it? So to be honest, it's not like we must win or anything, it's just participating.
There can be poetry in destruction. Write me some poetry. Do it.
So it's not captured the zones, but I think to make it more mayhem they should, like I always say, switch up the indicator, because that's helping players. You know, kick out. Going really well, isn't it?
You could turn this tide.
That was so funny, because he was like, "How about your face thing?" Oh! Ooh.
5 minutes left. Keep it up.
Well, that was really funny. Just fell off the map. Who's that little shit again? Something's going on, I have no idea. Now they're so funny. Ooh. Keep an arc. Switch it to it. Ah, what a fucking shame.
Double down. 3 minutes remaining.
Ah! Dare you? Ah, fuck off, you were dead. This is where it's very weird. Fell off again. Well, we fell off the map several times. That's quite cool, isn't it? That told you off, little pests. Oh, it's that little shit again. Just because I killed you before. Mate.
1 minute.
Oh, sorry, did I punch in the face? Mm-hmm.
Seconds remain. Finish them.
That little shit got me again. How dare he?
10 seconds. Bring it home, Guardian. Sound tactics bring victory.
Oh, just because I killed you, little shit. Yay.
Everything dies, Guardian. But when you're around, it happens so much faster.
So, do another one. So we will change the subclass to Void, so you can see Void. And again, we get crap that we don't need. Well, that was quite explosive, wasn't it? So to make Mayhem better, they should, like I said, switch off the indicator, because then it makes it more Mayhem then, doesn't it? The whole point of Mayhem. So once we've done that, we will head into to Gambit. So I'm just saying what we've done here. Ooh. So each week you do have this opportunity to get additional rewards. Just participating in different activities like Crucible. So that helps each other. So you can get different things, more strange coins, bright dust, and of course more chronolog, which is currency that you can buy additional stuff from previous seasons that you might not have been able to buy through normal means, you know, if you haven't got any currency such as silver. So you do have to occasionally buy stuff with silver, but this is like, I guess, the new way forward that they're testing to help players get ships and stuff that they might have missed from previous seasonal content. So Mayhem number 2, what's going to happen this time? Apart from more mayhem, of course. So I wonder if we're going to be on the same map, or is it going to be a different one? Oh, it's the same one, how funny. Usually it is a different map, to be fair, but...
Mayhem is a coming together of friends. Now do as friends do. Incinerate each other with your light.
So it's not, you know, a must we have to win or anything. It's just, as I said, it's just all about doing stuff for the reset week. For example, in my case, a lot of players are just doing it for Crucible because it's just a bit of fun. Like I said, it is just a bit of fun, isn't it? So it was weird because I cast my super, then suddenly it took it away. I shouldn't be able to do that because it's not really fair on players who do have a super active, because not really. Oh dear. Ooh, bloody stabbed me. Cheek. Did you see that behaviour? Just great. Yay. Fine. Ooh, crap. Hold up. Nearly fell off again. Ah! Get your shit got me again. I don't know who it was. So we're gonna avoid for this mayhem. So when we go into the live Nightfall run after Gambit, we will probably keep it on Arc to help, because Arc seems to be the best one to have, but I think it depends what the Nightfall is. But usually Arc damage does the best, really, especially if you Oh, you fucking kidding. How did I run out of super energy? Just at the wrong time. But like I was saying, just depends what the Nightfall is. So, as a safety measure, I guess. Hey! I've got you. Yeah, so as a safety precautions for the Nightfall, we will keep it as up. I'm confused. What's going on? It's very strange. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on, but I don't know what it is.
Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
It's rare that we get kills with Void in Crucible, but like I said, this part of Crucible, because Gambit, even though Gambit's, they all say Gambit's not Crucible, but it's still PvP slash PvE, you know what I mean? So it is technically Crucible as well, so I don't know why they keep saying Crucible it's like this, but Gambit is Crucible because you've still got the PvP element.
Victory imminent.
Yeah, so I have to try to get 200 in this one, where before was nowhere near. Interesting. Yeah, got heavy ammo. Or special ammo, heavy ammo. So we can see if we can kill some pests with it.
Is all I ask. Good.
That was so funny. Ah.
I hope you cherish these opportunities to show the Crucible what your light can do. I
So
make
simple
sure
as that
you
with regards
Guardians
to
see all your fears.
this part of Crucible. So Mayhem is really fun, but they need to just make slight changes just to make it even cool. So Crucible number 3 coming up. So we're going to do another 2, if it will let us, of course. So like I was saying, Gambit to me is still Crucible because it is the side of Crucible, I think, but it's still Crucible. But I don't know why they keep saying no, it's not. But you still have to kill other players, so technically that is Crucible arena type of style, as well as doing a bit of PvE. So you have to do something as a team or a group, or achieve something. So like, you know, strike or whatever that you do normally. So you need to think of that. But so when we go through the different pests in Gambit, we will switch these as well. So we will switch this again, so you get to see Strand. And the final one, once we go into the final Mayhem, we will go into Stasis, so you get to see that. Actually, we do Stasis first, and then we do Strand. So like I said, already got all this, but a lot of players might not have, you know. So, is it a different map or is it the same one? I got these custard creams at the hospital and they gave me them and all the stuff. Yeah, take some home, thank you. Custard creams are very important, aren't they? If I can look you up.
Show me everything, Guardian. No limits here.
Yay! So that's. I do have a few in front of me, but it's just we could need more. So, welcome to Mayhem number 3. Looking at who we're attacking here. I don't think there was anyone there. I don't think. Hiding there. What? I still don't understand what's going on at this part in the map. Ah, fuck! He cast his super as well as after I cast mine, and his hitting me first. So good to have some heavy ammo. I'm trying to kill him. Ah! So fucking unfair. Bye! Funny. How come my teammate didn't have to do anything? Which you would have thought they would have. Funny. Oh, they're all bloody in there? Fucking annoying that, wasn't it? They were all fucking there. I was like, yeah, just go to the next room, there was some more there. How disgraceful, eh? Well, that's a lot of crap, he should have died. Never mind. So you might be able to see stasis a bit more in Gambit, because, and this is sort of more difficult to show you the seesaw, but it does work really efficiently. Ah! What the fuck? He bloody shot me! Little shit. So this, I mean, like I say all the time, you need to switch off the indicator for Crucible, because that's not Crucible. What the hell happened to my super there? I don't know. See, this is some abilities that players have that don't make sense. Especially when yes, so certain abilities do not make sense.
3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Especially the void abilities seem to get rid of your super, which that doesn't make any sense, because they shouldn't be able to get your super anyway, or rid of it, you know what I mean, once you've activated, because it's timed anyway. How did I die? Yeah. Very confusing. Very confusing, to be honest. I mean, it is a bit of fun, but it's fun as well as confusing. Bloody little pest. Ah! I didn't understand it whatsoever. So that annoying purple thing was there again. You need to get rid of that because it's not really being equal, is it? Ooh, how lovely!
One final push and victory is yours. One minute. Won't be long now.
Oh, oh.
Come through us all.
Ah, that was a shame. So I was guaranteed we're going to win, is it? So, final.
Really? Ask yourself, did I throw?
Mayhem. So this thing we've done 4 after this one. So we will see if we can maybe keep it on state. Well, we'll go on strand. So we will go on to arc mainly for Gambit. Ooh. So like I said, that was just a bit of fun. So, like I was saying before, got these at the hospital when I was waiting to get back home, and then it's just like, yay! So I've got some more because we need them. So after this, we will head into the other side of the Crucible, as I technically call it, because it is technically the other side of Crucible, Gambit. So depending which pests we will face. Ah, so it does mention strand as well as stasis. So, like I was saying in regards to Destiny 2 Renegades, or Renegade as I call it, so we do have the first mission to do, so we could do that on Reset Tuesday coming if we get a chance to go live on Tuesday. We should be able to. Obviously I've had my operation, don't need to worry about things too much. I just want to get back to normal as quickly as possible, like normal routine, but it's a pain in the ass because you have to like recover and all this sort of thing. It's like but yeah. So mayhem number 4. So if I just we started with arc, then went on void, and then we went on stasis, and then now strand. So we are actually on a different map, I think.
Mayhem simulates open war. Show me what you can do with no limits.
understand how we got killed straight away, unless somebody already killed somebody when they logged in. You know, when they landed into the instance. This is very confusing. Chopped you up legs. Simply. Oh, sorry. Eee, cheek. Just because I shot your friend there. You can tell he's not happy with that.
Took the lead.
Hmm.
Five minutes remaining.
I think we've got less players in this one, which is a rare thing to see, but it's annoying. Because they probably will win this very straightforward because they've got more players. But these things happen. And it does actually happen in Gambit as well, which is a bit funny as well. But So when we head into Gambit, it doesn't matter like today if the instances are from the start or already began, for example. Sometimes we join it already in progress, but that is the whole point of joining an instance during the live stream. Ah! Usually, also if it's one-sided in Crucible, or Chuck's Lord Saladin, or does sometimes call it a day, as it were. You used to say, stop, that's enough. Well, that didn't make any sense.
Your enemy take this without a fight.
I'm sure I got you, but
3 minutes.
at least you got to see a bit of Strand. Ooh, charming.
Defeat comes for us all.
I think if they had the indicator off, it'd be more Crucible, wouldn't it?
So you lost? Don't let it
So this side of Crucible done. So we
mayhem. Perhaps
head
try
back
throwing
to
more
orbit.
grenades.
So for the first Gambit, we could keep it on Strand, so you get to see it. So we're going to go onto the other side of Crucible. So hopefully you've enjoyed that, despite doing so terrible. So we're going to go into Gambit, do 4 of these now. So with regards to the mini season event stuff, so as long as you do this to help this, helps you complete this, if you know what I mean, for the week. So it doesn't matter if it takes the whole week to do these, because these reset every day. So it's up to you. And that's what's good, since you know, the massive changes they introduced in Destiny since I would say towards the end of Beyond Light, technically. But you saw it was going to come into the changes, and then obviously they made a massive appearance with that in Final Shape, and then Edge of Fate, and then now Renegades, of course. But you saw elements of that briefly in the Witch Queen, because during the Witch Queen campaign it was quite cool how you can see the slight changes that they were going to bring in, and then they just made it even better as the expansions continued. Took them ages, but obviously it does take time. It's not like a straightforward thing, is it? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gambit. We're going to do 4 of these. So who we're going to face first? It is up to the Drifter to tell us exactly who we're going to be facing. So the PvP side of thing is obviously when we collect motes, we're going to have the enemy team trying to shoot us occasionally.
Hi! Bring a sword.
So against the Hive.
The Hive don't scare you, do they? Guess you did kill a guy, yes? Or 2. Transmatters, go! Taking a break from saving the system? Good for you. Even heroes gotta have a little fun.
So we're facing the Hive. So small blockers between 3 and 5 motes. Mediums about 10 motes, and then maximum motes or large blocker, as it's also known as, 15 motes. There used to be a time where we can get over 30, but that was really painful when you dropped so many when you get murdered, and obviously other players weren't happy about it, especially your teammate. Is it me? I'm hearing some screeching noises. Ah, it's the Hive, that's why. Because I kept thinking, who's making them noises? Oh.
Lead moat, sister. Whack the blocker.
So they have a blocker at the bank, as it were. So if you don't get rid of the blocker, you lose your motes. So we can deposit these. Yeah.
Watch your back. Invader incoming. Portal's ready. I spot a high value.
Ah!
Give him
I
hell.
thought it was the bloody invader. Oh, that's fucking unfair. But I didn't have any motes to lose, which is a good thing. But it's funny because I went round the other side thinking it was the invader, but it was the fucking like elite Hive thing. I was like, hello.
Lead moat, sister. Whack the blockers. Your allies invade. They mean business.
Pain in the arse, aren't they? Could have been really bad, that, couldn't it? But it was funny because I went round there thinking it was the enemy player, but it was actually the elite pest instead. And it was like, hi, ah, crap. Oh, that's a load of crap. You were dead. Bit unfair, isn't it? But so you're seeing the PvP side things that they could come in and ruin our collection, as it were. But we have a lifeline because since they introduced the updates for Crucible, they allowed the team to at least have a chance to catch up with the team, regardless, even though they're miles ahead, as it were. So the mechanics, the catch-up mechanics they introduced, really does help, you know, in regards to.
High value target skip town. Get the next one. Your allies down, but
Crucible helps you as a team catch up, so that's really good. Ah! Oh.
Portal's prime. Anyone up for a field trip? Your allies
So I'm
invading
going to
the other
deposit
side.
these.
Not out of this yet.
So we got our Primeval. So you can't do any damage to the Primeval unless you get rid of the envoys, which are the ones that escort the boss to the arena. Everywhere.
Your allies down. Escorted in. Envoys eliminated. Focus on the primeval.
So the invader's gonna come in and try to kill us. So I'm gonna go through and invade. I think he did try to shoot me.
Take out those guardians. That's one. That's two. Invaders off the field.
So that was quite cool. So going through, invading, killing them, you know. So helping the team get rid of the envoys is a massive must, of course. Oh look, we got a new yeah, which is a rare thing. Rare drops and stuff. So it could be you know, maybe appearance transmog thing. But like what I was going to say is that the team should have won well before now. But bear in mind, with the catch-up mechanics to help you and at least have a bit of fair game system, do you know what I mean? So we didn't win, but that isn't the point. So you got C strand a bit, so we will go back on to we'll keep it on strand for this, and then we'll go on to solar for the third one, and then arc, and then we keep it on arc for the nightfall. So yeah. So simple as that, really. So your deposits emotes. But then obviously if you don't get rid of the blockers that are spawned around the bank, they're gonna sort of eat at the amount that you've got. So first one to 100 motes banked gets the primeval, and then obviously get rid of the primeval as quickly as possible. But you can only do, like I said, damage to the primeval once the envoys are down. So that was a great example of Gambit where you saw a bit of invading as well as invading pests came and shoot us. So it's a bit of both sides of the coin, isn't it, really? So sometimes you have to go through it just to help out the team. Sometimes one player goes through it all the time, which can happen. But as long as you get your primeval up first, at least you have a better chance. But then it doesn't stop the team catching up or with the new mechanics, catch-up mechanics, but it's more fair player system, player friendly, to allow the team to at least have a chance, slight chance, to get their primeval either activate before you've won, or even get theirs down before yours, which has happened before. Team thought they were well so far ahead, they took it so, you know, casual that the team came back and won, and it was just really weird because they should have won like what, at least 10 minutes before that. But these things happen, so it could come back and bite you in the butt, as it were, if you're not careful. But like I said, most players like myself just do it for a bit of fun. Also, we will check the Eververse, see what there is available. There is a few things to maybe buy, I don't know, but we'll have a look. So, Gambit number 2, who we're going to be facing in this one. Is it going to be the Hive again?
Alright, Mavericks. Ready to see what you're fighting today? Cabal on the feet. Cabal are famous for their discipline. Makes it even more satisfying when you beat them. Prepare for transmat. Get ready for a firefight, sister, and drop those motes in the bank.
So against the Cabal, who have tough armor. Oops, press one button. Yeah, cheeky button. Oh, that was interesting. Another turret here. Yep.
Incoming wave at the grill. Moats draining. The blockers must die, sister.
Whoa, there's two of them here. So again, we got blocker at the town, bank. Ah, fuck!
Got eyes on a high-value target. Track it down.
Lost 50 mods thanks to my teammates not killing the enemy pet. Where are they at?
Invaders off the field.
So that, well, that's the worst side of Crucible. You saw there, we lost a lot of mods,
Portals ready. Don't forget
and the team's about to get their, well, the team's got their primeval up as well.
hostiles inbound at the set.
So, deposit the 15 that I lost earlier. So we have a teammate that's going through. I think we've got a player less, so that's another downside to this instance. We actually have maybe a player less.
Incoming wave at the grill. Bang! Summon that primeval. High-value target is down and out. Your allies down. They got 3 kills.
So the team should have won by now. So we got our primeval active, even though the team had this up pages. This is very, very strange, but like I said, that's the whole point with the catch-up mechanic. It is funny to think that they should have won by now, but so like I said, it gives you a chance as a team to maybe have a slight chance to maybe see if you can win, but it's not guaranteed, like I said. But like I said, it is weird that we have the opportunity.
Embrace the darkness. Take out those guardians. One down. You're in the lead. Take down that. Mitch Gambit's yours.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Oh, now they're so far ahead. Bit weird, that, isn't it?
That primeval's compromised. Hit it with everything you've got.
I like how no one's gone through. Well, of course it's going to win because no one went through. Bit of a shame, though, isn't it? So, Gambit number 2 done. Shame we didn't win. But you got to see what can happen during Gambit, where we lose a lot of motes, and the team had less players, so we had a player missing. So that was a bit of a shame. So I kept it on strand there, so we might be able to. So we might have to still have it on strand. Yes, it's asking us to keep it on strand. So Stolen Void. So these little requirements, the big requirements for the week, you do have up to a week to do them, I believe. So like I said, regards to Destiny 2 Renegades, we will do that. This forthcoming week should be okay. So Gambit number 3, who are we going to be facing? So we faced the Hive, and then we faced the Cabal there. So who are we going to face for the next one? So it might be, like I said, a Gambit instant already in progress. That doesn't matter during a live stream, of course, because sometimes you join a Crucible match already in progress. Sometimes you join it right at the end, which is really funny sometimes as well, but you still get credit for helping out. So we will see what happens in this next Gambit, and then we do one more. So with regards to the Eververse store, like I was saying, we do have a couple of an engram to open. So with regards to the currency, so like I said, if you've got plenty of bright dust, you can buy different things depending which one or items that you're happy with. And then you got so there is this ship this week, but we have already got this ship. So when you go to the collections, you can check ships, vehicles and stuff, the buggies that you go around the place, and different ghost appearances for your ghost. So in regards to ships, like I was saying, so the current season that ended ages ago, I would say the season of Lawless seems to be still continuing another 3 months at least. So you got ships that we haven't picked up yet. So you got, you know, this sort of one that looks really cool. Yeah. So you got this one that we haven't got yet. So this one's available, I think, with Bright Dust. So you get like a big ship with a little mini ship for your ghost. So there is this one. So this is the one I tried to get, but I'm not sure if we can get that through the currency, but we will see. So this one's quite cool. Funny. So even though that looks like that, but you can, like I said, change the colour scheme to make it sort of match the colour scheme you're going for. In my case, New Age Black Armory, so that looks even more cool now. So like I said, that's for this current season, but then you got last season, I haven't got all the ships, even the ones before, still haven't got all the ships. So you got ships that we still haven't got from ages ago, do you know what I mean? And then goes all the way back to the beginning of when I had the very first season, and we got, I think, most of them, or have we got all of them? Season 2, so even season 2 I haven't got all the ships, do you know what I mean? Which is weird. Even season 3 I haven't got all of them.
All right, Mavericks.
So who we're going to be facing Gambit number 3?
Cabal on the field.
Oh, Cabal again.
Never lose a bet with a Centurion, and if you do, bring grenades when they come knocking. You ready for transmat? Get ready for a firefight, sister, and drop those motes
So
in
we
the
actually
bank.
got a full team this time, unlike before. So, but sometimes we do win, even though we've got less players, which is weird as well. Because you would think the other team will win because they got more players. Sometimes it comes back to haunt them. I don't know how it makes them, you know, they make a mess of it. You know, especially if they got more players, so technically they should win, shouldn't they? But, yeah. Didn't understand that. Where did that moat disappear to?
Incoming at the caves.
So
Hey,
they've sent the
you're
blocker.
losing motes. Ice the blockers.
Well, it seems they're doing with the blockers very well in this one. But like I said, it's different every time you do the instance, because sometimes they're not even paying attention to it. Which is a really funny thing.
Portals up.
We've got enough more.
High value target. Burn it down.
Nope. It's still got a few more.
Your allies invading the other side.
Deal with this peg.
Yeah! High value target eliminated. Incoming on the island.
My teammates could go and pick up them.
Your invaders down, but they got 2 kills. Hey, you're losing motes. Ice the blockers. You're being invaded. Find them before they find you. Enemy invader down. Nice. Large blocker en route to the enemy. Feels good to be a bad guy, right?
Be the best.
Opposing team summon the prime evil. If they kill it, they win this. Portals up. Go take them out. Portals ready. Get those motes to the bank. It's time for a prime evil. Hostiles
Huh?
at the garden. All right, you can still win this. Burn that primeval to the ground.
So I'll have to go and deal with it, boys.
Convoys in the dirt. Now kill the big guy. The lead's yours. Your allies hunting the other team. Invaders here. Make them feel unwelcome. Your allies.
here we're gonna want that. He's got his shield up, so we can't do any damage unless we get rid of the.
I got a call. Enemy team melted their primeval.
Ah, that was a shame. So at least you saw that one. So we do one more gambit. And sort of bloody sound. Yeah, for some reason the sound's gone off, I believe. Don't know why. These things do happen, but so you saw that gambit. So we have our final gambit now. So hopefully it's still recorded the sound, gameplay sound, even though the sound through the speaker wasn't working at that time. It was working, then it switched itself off. That's a fun part of doing streaming. You're sometimes not expecting it to turn off. Sometimes the monitor switches off when I'm streaming. I'm like, thank you for switching off.
Ooh! Shadow Legion on the field.
So a faction of the Cabal.
Shadow Legion made a mess of Neomuna. Time to even the score. You ready for transmat? Get ready for a firefight, sister, and drop those motes in the bank.
So June, well, final shape and interface briefly. We dealt with the Shadow Legion.
Hostiles inbound at the beach.
So we are allies with the Cabal, the Hive, I think the faction of the Hive as well. Erismorn was the Hive, really cool character. Helped us, you know,
The
get
blockers must die, sister. You're being invaded. Find them before they find you.
come on.
Enemy invader down. Hey, you can't blame them for trying.
I was worried that the enemy player was going to get me. That's what I was more worried about. So maximum motes, but we do have a blocker at the tower, so we can't actually deposit.
Invader on the field. Careful. High value target. Burn it down. Portal's active. Time to choose violence.
And try to kill the invader.
Incoming wave at the roof.
But fortunately I didn't have any motes for him to kill me for, but my poor teammate did, or
Invaders off the field.
pain in the butt.
Your allies invade you. They mean business.
Who do they? That's a good thing. What? Oh. There's some of these tickets, aren't you? So I'm going to deposit these, see how many more motes we need.
Large blocker to the other side. Shax would never let you do that.
So the team,
Portals up.
so we've actually got our primary up before them, which is a bit weird. Because the other team were well ahead. Very weird, but like I said, these things happen. Very surprising.
Now, bring the house down.
So we have Invader Pest.
Invader incoming.
Didn't have the worry. Ah! Of losing motes, I was going to say. But obviously, every time we die, they feed the primeval's
Your allies invaded.
health.
Your invaders down, but they secured 2 kills.
So
Decent
we're
work.
gonna So the envoys are spawning over here, so as long as we get rid of them,
That primeval's compromised. Hit it with everything you've got. Vader inbound. Enemy invader down. Freedom.
alright.
Opposing team's about to win.
I don't think we got rid of the envoys, have we? Why are you hiding over there?
Your allies hunting the other team.
Ah, this is a shame.
I got a call. Enemy
Ah,
team melted their primeval.
well, that was a shame way of ending it, wasn't it? Hmm. Bit of a shame, huh? So I do hope you enjoyed that side of Crucible. It was a lot of fun, despite dying. We didn't win all of them, but that's the whole point. A fun part, you know, of doing Crucible and Gambit. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do the final part of tonight's live stream. So we're going to go into the world tab, and just before we go into it, so we click on the Nightfall tab. So as we prepare to go into the Nightfall live Nightfall run, I will change it to Arc in preparation. There we are. So I don't know where the Nightfall will be. Sometimes it's a place that we've been before. Could be any of them on the map of a specific area of the map. Could be one that we haven't done for absolute ages. So regardless which one is, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you will enjoy the Nightfall run. So sometimes we join it when it's just began, sometimes we join it when it's the end. So if it is the case at the end, we will redo it, so you get to see it from the start. So I have this sort of started, I think. So with barrier champions, we can do as much damage as possible, but if they regen their shield, you have to have the armor piercing bullets to disrupt their regen to get rid of
My
them.
scions have already attempted their onslaught of Zahn's base, but I miscalculated the strength of this operation.
You miscalculated?
Yes. Do you have further questions?
Right. Let's get them free.
So I think this Nightfall is Bakazan, the Shadow Legion. So this is a Shadow Legion Nightfall. So the idea during the Nightfall is to try to get as much points as possible, but I don't know if you get more points if you spawn multiple barrier champions as the help to get points. Do you know what I mean? So I just don't know if it's points related for the threshold to spawn another barrier champions, because I don't know if it's true.
It seems this new Zahn has done some redecorating. Though I don't think I could call this an upgrade in terms of taste, but perhaps the cannons could be of use.
What? Hello. Who's getting stabbed? Hello, Cabal Beauty. Oh, that's quite funny. Just punch them. Elite here, which is a barrier champion, I think, as well. So as you can see, it's got his shield, so we can't do that. Ah, shit! So you have to stun it
Earlier,
to kill
I
it.
informed the Empress we had already dealt with Zahn, or at least I thought we had. But he's returned somehow.
Names hold power. It is not unlikely this new Zahn is a successor who has taken up the mantle.
Regardless, he must be stopped.
Let's see how many points we get. So you can get gold, well, silver, gold, and bronze, platinum, I think. Well, this is going very well. Fuck!
Thank you, Guardian. I've instructed the Scions to aid you. Free the others, and you will have a formidable team to face Brockus Zahn.
We'll take all the help we can get.
So I might have bypassed this. Yeah. I think they've just gone ahead. Yep. I haven't even bothered with that elite. That will give us more points, but every time we do this live, it's different. So our teammate's gone right ahead. So we have done this numerous times. Got a platinum score, I believe. But obviously this time we can see what score we can get. So as long as you complete it under 25 minutes, it doesn't eat your score. So if you take 40 minutes to do it, which has happened before, you lose a lot of points. So maybe we could have stunned the other barrier champion before, but we didn't do that. But that doesn't matter. So we have opportunity to try to get a good score if we can, but like I said, it's not guaranteed we must get a massive score. Like I said, it is different every time we do this live, and also with players that aren't really maybe familiar with what's going on. Thank you, Sarion, for jumping right into me. So we have, like I said, Cabal allies. This is really cool. So we're actually facing Cabal individuals that are naughty. Where's that little bugger? There's one over here. So, our little vehicle that we can get on inside. So if you stun the barrier champion, it is probably the only way we can kill it. So we have killed some barrier champions, at least in this live Nightfall instance. So that's a positive, because it is rare that we do miss some, but bear in mind we might not have the ability to stun them before, so. And also my teammates might not have had the gear equipped and they might have spot gear during the instance, like what I've just done. So we would have got about probably 4 grand points before we killed the barrier champion. Something like that anyway.
Oh, they have a tormentor, do they?
Aye. Ah! Bloody tormentor. So like I said, during the instance they do spawn a lot of additional pests, but I don't know if it's, you know, additional ones that we spawn through getting a certain amount of points, because that's the thing I still don't understand, you know, in regards to the Nightfall scoring. So we're going to face Bakassan, well, once the door's opened. Hello! Oh, there he is, the new Bakassan. I don't know what they did, but I couldn't bloody see where we're going. So we're heading to it's a lift over here, but I just realised there's a cabal ship here that we can jump over, which I didn't know you can do. Just realised that was a cabal ship that we can go out. Right, the lift's going up. So we're heading to the final part of the fight where we face Bakassan himself, the new Bakassan in this case. Well, that went well, didn't it? Ah, then we lose points, because that's the other downside. When we die. Oh. Don't know how they didn't do that properly. So lost some points there, which is a bit of a shame. Because now we have to re-get the points that we lost. Oh, I got shot by the ship as well. Oh dear. You're okay. Well, we did well to try to survive that. So the more we kill, obviously the better the score, but also it depends if it's points related, you know, that we get additional points, so I'm spawning additional tests, but I just don't know. Still got a bit of time before it stops eating our score. Ah! Ooh, well, we got rid of him.
Well fought, Guardian.
Well done, team.
Off the proverbial Hydra.
Hydra have but one head, Deborah.
We actually got a platinum score there, which is really weird because
There's an old
we missed the barrier champion at the beginning.
Never mind.
Never
You
mind.
would do well to leave your hide site to better understand our enemies.
I'll do that.
So we say thank you to our teammate. back to orbit. So I do hope you enjoyed that live Nightfall run, because that was quite fun. So we're going to head to the tower, because we have basically a full inventory here. So we actually started that from the beginning. The slightly just started, which is a, you know, positive, because sometimes you get to it instant and it's already began, you know, halfway through, sometimes at the end. In our case, we were just slightly at the beginning, so that was, you know, acceptable, because you didn't miss anything, because we only just basically started. So we're going to head to the tower to sort out the inventory, because we full basically. So regards the little requirements that we've been doing, just seeing how we're doing with these. Doing quite well with that. So welcome back to the tower. So like I said, we're full basically.
Checking.
Ooh, we don't need any of these. Excuse me. Beep. Duplicates of the same weapon, but we already have that.
Bye.
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave her an offer.
What can I do for you, Titan?
So with these engrams that Ryo can open, we can use them to gain other bits of gear, other appearances that we haven't actually got, and it will take some of the engrams away. So what could we get? So we can get maybe this one. So we spent 3, and we still have plenty to open. So you can use it for other resources as well, or buy other things. So Vario's going to open these because we don't really need any more. Oh, we have the same one. How funny. So we've had that, I think we got that twice. So we got the high versions of these, so we can put these in the vault. I think what we can do also is...
Files are rolled in the city itself.
Oh,
That can be
not quite.
Checking.
No, so we do have...
Guardian.
see what happens when we go back to orbit. Because I think we can go back to orbit. And if we press the vault, think we could send this into the vault. Yep, we can. So all the things that we've got, weapons wise. Now we can go back to the tower. And collect that thing at the postmaster now. We should, I think that usually is a way of us accessing that without having to do that, but for some reason it wouldn't let us put the stuff into the vault. Ooh. So once we've collected all this, we've collected everything, more or less. A couple more things that we need to put in the vault.
Checking. Ignore.
So we've got these engrams as well.
Sign, please. Check.
So we don't need any of these.
Whenever you need me again, Guardian. Sign.
So Tess will open our engram.
Always something new at Eververse.
So it could be anything. Ooh, we've got a ghost shell. Ooh. So few of the colour shaders or colour schemes we've already got. In regards to the bright dust, we've already got some of these as well. So that's a good thing. So like I was saying before, this ship we have already got, so we don't need to buy it again. So if we want to get this appearance for the code hard light,
Just browsing.
there is these
Fine,
funny emotes. If it load up. Yep, this one load up.
Package for banishing.
And then this one's the funny one that yeah. So you can actually buy a little vehicle as well. Looks a bit mucky, doesn't it? So you've got tons of stuff. So like I said, with the currency, if you've got silver, you can buy tons of this stuff that you might take ages to even get. So if you've got enough silver, you can buy any of this. They should allow you to buy it with the bright dust, because they usually do that, but for some reason some of the stuff you can't unless you've got silver.
Our
So
inventory is
you would have to
stocked, so no rush.
physically buy some silver, which is annoying because sometimes it is the only way to get specific stuff, but it is weapons and
Anything you want?
ships and things that have been still waiting to be on the rotation for bright dust, and so we will see. So, with regards to the current expansion, we are on Destined to Renegades, or Renegade as I call it. So we have technically finished this, but obviously I have the Prophecy edition. So this expansion, Renegades, and then we have something interesting after that, but I don't know what that is. Interesting. So I'll just see if we...
No.
I think we might have had something we can pick up. Just check. So I do hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. It's rare that we do Destiny on a Saturday, but of course, like I said, with what's happened this week, I think we've got everything there. I'll just see if it's in the other one. Oh yeah, there's later on. So we're going to try to get this done before reset, and then these little things we've done these numerous times over the years. So it is the new way. They've just merged things together to make it more simplified, easier for new players as well. So we're going to next live stream. I will upload it tomorrow night, so keep an eye out on YouTube, etc. for that. So I do want to say thank you for watching tonight's stream. It's good to be back after my operation yesterday. So hence why this week we didn't do much streaming this week, because I had to have things prepared for the operation and all that sort of thing. But everything worked out alright, and then I'm home and we're able to do Zer's Reset live today. So we got into Diablo 4, so I am in the process of editing that to upload for tomorrow, so you get to see that. So you will see both characters caught up technically in Act 3. So yeah, so we're making good progress with that. So information, like I said, regarding next live stream will be uploaded tomorrow, so it should be this forthcoming week. Nothing should be stopping it. So we will potentially go into Destiny 2 Renegades on Tuesday. I was going to say Saturday. Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday we will do World of Warcraft. I was going to say the War Within, but World of Warcraft Midnight. So we'll go into that live together. So from now to Reset Wednesday in regards to World of Warcraft, I will get it installed and updated, so as soon as we go into World of Warcraft on Wednesday, you will see possibly the cinematic again, and begin our journey heading to World of Warcraft Midnight, kicking off that campaign and stuff like that. So we do a bit on Wednesday and then a bit on Thursday. We'll mix it up with other things around the map. Potentially we might have to focus more on the campaign just to unlock the zone, which can happen, so we might be focusing on that for the moment as we head into the brand new expansion on Wednesday. And then Friday should be as normal, Zer's Reset, and then Saturday we should be able to go back into Diablo 4, continue that live, and then the usual after that, recording the catch-up on the Alt Paladin, the Red Paladin, that does the sort of pre-recording if the Lifesaver Paladin doesn't record everything, if it doesn't record it live. Sometimes it's done that, like I mentioned before. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for watching. I just hope you have a great conclusion to your weekend and a great start to your new Reset week. I look forward to seeing you for the new Reset week, and it should be eventful, of course. But anyway, have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the rest of the weekend, and stay safe, and I'll see you all very soon. But for now, take care.